Good afternoon and welcome to another beautiful Friday on TV Sapienta News Hour. On today's headline, the Anambra State House of Assembly Committee on Works and Infrastructure has issued a strong warning to contractors and consultants handling projects across the state, emphasizing the need for strict adherence to project specifications. A tourist submarine carrying 45 passengers sank off the Egyptian coast, killing 6 people and injuring 9 on Thursday. And the Super Eagles captain William Troost Ekong says he is hopeful about Nigerians' World Cup qualification chances, insisting that the team will fight until the final whistle. Now the details of the news. On the news is Oluchi Ojo-Bamidele. The Anambra State House of Assembly Committee on Works and Infrastructure has issued a strong warning to contractors and consultants handling projects across the state, emphasizing the need for strict adherence to project specifications. The committee cautioned that any compromise on quality will not be tolerated. During an interactive session with the Ministry of Works, project consultants and contractors, the committee's chairman and the representatives of Orumba South constituency, Engineer Iman Wafo, stressed the importance of proactive measures to ensure timely and proper project execution. He called that last year's oversight inspections revealed multiple errors in project execution, warning that if similar lapses are detected again, the committee will recommend the termination of such contracts. On the national news, the Nigerian Center for Disease Control and Prevention (NCDC) says the country has recorded a total of 807 suspected cases of cerebrospinal meningitis and 74 deaths from the 22 states as of March 26, 2025. The center, which disclosed this in a statement signed by its head of corporate communication, Sani Dati, stated that the case fatality rate is at 9.2% as of March 26. He said its rapid response teams are already in Kebbi, Sokoto, and Katsina State in response to the ongoing outbreak at the cerebrospinal meningitis. According to the statement, the deployment follows a significant increase in suspected cases reported from these states. Speaking, the Director General of the NCDC, Dr. Jide Idris, said the rapid response team will be there for 14 days and if need be, an extension will be given to them, highlighting the importance of personal safety and instructed all team members to strictly observe infection prevention and control protocols throughout the response effort. He assured of the center's commitment to supporting state governments and partners to safeguard the health of Nigerians through timely and effective response to public health threats. The 15th Emir of Kano, Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero, announces the cancellation of his earlier plans to hold the Salah Durbar celebration over security concerns. The Emir made this known at a press briefing held at his Nasarawa Mini Palace. Earlier, Governor Kabir Yusuf, while announcing the inauguration of the Kano Emirates Council, directed the 16th Emir of Kano, Alhaji Lamido Sanusi, to prepare for the celebration. The legitimacy of the Kano Emirate has been a legal issue since May 23, 2024, when the governor dissolved the 5 emirates created by ex-governor Abdullahi Ganduje and reinstated Sanusi as the 16th Emir of Kano. To ease tensions, Bayero announced on Wednesday that he would suspend the planned Salah Durbar in the interest of peace, stressing that the peaceful coexistence of the people is more important than the Durbar celebration. He urged the people of Kano State to use the period of the Salah celebration to visit families and friends and to witness the Salah celebration in a peaceful and harmonious atmosphere. Katsina State Commissioner for Women Affairs Hadiza Yarodua has charged parents and caregivers to stop hiding gender-based violence and other related cases from the appropriate agencies, no matter how closely related they are to offenders. Yarodua said that the rate of the gender-based violence is alarming, and of this evil act, emergency toll-free lines have been made available for reporting issues relating to this violence in the state. Yarodua made this known while speaking on Friday during a community sensitization on gender-based violence workshop tagged "Say No to GBV, Demand Accountability and Stand for Justice, Support Survivors," held at a community in the state capital. According to the commissioner, the state government have resolved to meet with parents and their children, as the parents are the ones feeling the situation because they are so reluctant to cooperate with the commission in taking action. The House of Representatives has passed an act to provide for the office of the Prime Minister as head of government and the office of President as the head of state, and to provide for a framework for the mode of election to the state offices and for related matters through a second reading. The bill, which advanced further at the House of Representatives on Friday, on Thursday, scaling second reading, was sponsored by the House Minority Leader, Mr. Kingsley Chinda, and 59 others. The legislators are also clamoring for support for a bill seeking to review the mode of electing state governors, deputy governors, and the appointment of the commissioners of state and for related matters. The bill is coming against the backdrop of the recent 6-month suspension of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan for alleged gross misconduct, following a heated exchange between the Kogi lawmaker and the Senate President Godswill Akpabio at a plenary session. A bill seeking to provide for a change of simple majority in elections of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the state governors and for related matters also passed a second reading. Amnesty International has condemned the harassment and intimidation of 2 journalists, Buhari Abarano, an online journal publisher, and Ismail Uwal, a freelance journalist, allegedly on the orders of Kano State Commissioner for Information Ibrahim Waya. Amnesty International, in a statement, criticized the Kano State Police Command for targeting the journalists over an opinion article published by Kano Times, describing the reported plan to charge them with defamation as an attack on press freedom. It called on the Kano State government and the Nigerian police force to respect fundamental human rights and stop using security agencies to suppress journalists. Meanwhile, the Kano State government and the police command have yet to respond to Amnesty International's allegations as of the time of filing this report. The media and civil society organizations have expressed concern over what they describe as a growing trend among government authorities to use instruments of law enforcement agencies to silence journalists in Nigeria. The federal government has allocated the sum of 10 billion naira to commence commercial agricultural activities in 10 Nigerian universities to boost agricultural research and food security in the country. The Executive Secretary of Tertiary Trust Fund, Sonny Echono, revealed this on Thursday during the inauguration of the Agricultural and BIOS Systems Engineering Building constructed by TEF Fund in Joseph Sawantaka University, Makurdi, using the 2023 annual intervention. Echono said the 10 billion naira intervention fund for commercial agriculture in 10 Nigerian universities is an initiative of President Bola Tinubu's administration to make tertiary institutions self-reliant. The Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, who was represented by the Director of University Education, Federal Ministry of Education, Rakiya Iliasu, commended the university authorities for the effective utilization of the resources accrued to the institution, urging other tertiary institutions to emulate Joseph Taraka University by providing needed infrastructure in the university. Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu assures Nigeria that the administration of President Bola Tinubu is doing all it can to improve the country and make life better for the citizens. Speaking at the breaking of fast iftar with former First Ladies of Nigeria, female National Assembly members and wives of National Assembly members, among others, Mrs. Tinubu admonished citizens to take one person at a time and lend a helping hand to such, as this will go a long way in ameliorating the hardship of others. The First Lady, who noted that Ramadan and Lent coincided this year, said it is something that God had ordained before time, emphasizing that it is a time of sober reflection for our Muslim brothers and sisters and even the Christian brothers and sisters. She urged the Muslim Ummah to continue in the virtues that they exhibited during Ramadan, and they should always pray for God's mercy. Still on the news on the foreign scene, where the tourist submarine carrying 45 passengers sank off Egyptian coast, killing 6 people and injuring 9 on Thursday. Provincial officials who spoke on the condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to brief the media said emergency crews rescued 29 people from the sinking of one of the beaches in the tourist promenade area in the Red Sea resort of Hurghada. Also, Russian consular officials in Hurghada said there were 45 passengers on board, all of them Russian and some of them minors. That said, the submarine, which belonged to the Simbad Hotel in Hurghada, was out on a regular tour to view coral reefs on Thursday and sank when it was about 1 kilometer from the shore. According to the Russian consulate, those rescued were taken to hospitals and are in stable condition. However, it was not immediately clear what caused the submarine to sink. Still on the foreign scene, a court in Bosnia has issued an international arrest warrant for Bosnian Serb leader Milorad Dodik, who was accused of attacking the constitutional order and has gone abroad in defiance, the court said. Dodik, the president of the Bosnia Serb Republic region, has triggered the gravest crisis since a 1990s war after being sentenced for a year in jail and banned from politics for 6 years over ignoring rulings by an international peace envoy. Dodik, the pro-Russian longtime advocate of secession from Bosnia, had initiated legislation barring the state judiciary and police from operating in the Serb region, while Bosnia's constitutional court temporarily suspended that. Defying an internal arrest warrant, he crossed into neighboring Serbia earlier this week, then traveled to Israel for a conference in Jerusalem. The warrant is with the International Police Interpol, the court said in a statement. Now to the world of sports, where Super Eagles captain William Troost-Ekong says he is hopeful about Nigeria's World Cup qualification chances, insisting that the team will fight until the final whistle. Despite Nigeria's 1-1 draw at home against Zimbabwe, the Al Khaloud defender maintains that the squad is still in contention for a spot at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, which will be co-hosted by Canada, Mexico and the USA. The Super Eagles currently sit fourth in Group C with 7 points trailing. However, South Africa could face a 3-point and 3 goals deduction for allegedly fielding an ineligible player in the 2-0 victory over Lesotho, which could shake up their standings. With 4 matches remaining, Nigeria will need a strong finish to salvage their World Cup hopes. The Super Eagles must capitalize on any slip-ups from their rivals and secure crucial wins to improve their position. Now on the foreign football, the Premier League is set to have 2 transfer windows this summer to allow Manchester City and Chelsea to register players for the Club World Cup. Clubs in the English top flight will now be able to recruit and retain players in a special window between June 1 and 10. The exceptional registration period was approved by FIFA last October and is open to any national association which has teams involved in the new expanded Club World Cup, which starts in the United States on June 14. An earlier registration period could allow Real Madrid to sign Trent Alexander-Arnold from Liverpool in time for the tournament, with the England international reportedly close to joining the European champions on a free transfer when his deal expires on June 30. And to wrap it up on the news, a reminder of our headlines. The Anambra State House of Assembly Committee on Works and Infrastructure has issued a strong warning to contractors and consultants handling projects across the state, emphasizing the need for strict adherence to project specification. A tourist submarine carrying 45 passengers has sank off the Egyptian coast, killing 6 people and injuring 9 on Thursday. And Super Eagles captain William Troost-Ekong says he is hopeful about Nigeria's World Cup qualification chances, insisting that the team will fight until the final whistle. On behalf of the technical and editorial crew, I am Oluchi Ojo-Bamidele saying thank you for being here with us on TV Sapientia News Hour. Stay tuned for more programs. Bye for now.